Hi guys, it's Ryan Stanton here and welcome to the Benfleet Business Podcast. In this episode, I interviewed the fantastic Sarah Weston. Now, Sarah is actually a personal trainer and she runs Sarah's Lifestyle Fitness. That's her own business. She talks about her journey, how she lost a lot of weight and she'd like to coach other people to make a difference. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, give it a share, and if you've got a business in Benfleet and you'd like to come on here, make sure you email me at ryancstanton@gmail.com. Enjoy. So Sarah, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously, as I mentioned on the intro video, since this is your new business, you've been a personal trainer for a couple of years. But how you finding it? Obviously, you're just starting out, obviously, with your business. Has it been quite quiet, or are you starting to pick up a little bit?
Starting to pick up a little bit now, yeah, definitely. Getting my name out there now.
No, brilliant. So obviously, let's just go back a little bit. So you originally come from Canby, do you? Is that the school you went to?
Yeah, I went to Furthwick Park School on Canby.
You live in Canby as well, or was you brought up in
I
Benfleet?
did, yeah. I moved to Benfleet when I was 20, so 11 years ago.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. So whereabouts in sort of Benfleet are you from?
Just behind the tavern, just off the high road.
Oh, right.
Nice
Yeah,
and
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you always been a personal trainer? What made you get into the field?
Basically, I was a cleaner and I was self-employed doing that to fit around Litland. And then, obviously COVID hit. So pre-COVID, I was on my own fitness journey. And then when I was told to stay at home like everybody else, I was able to throw myself fully into fitness. And then I realised this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And having done my own personal journey with amazing results, which people obviously, if they want to see them, they can see them. And I just realised this is what I want to do. So I went out, I've done the course, passed it, doing another course as we speak as well to offer more variety.
Full marks to you. I think a lot of people watching this, myself included, I think lockdown obviously has been really hard. And there's probably a lot of people that want to get fit again.
Yes.
And naturally, the only thing we could do was eat.
Yes,
during that time to sort of move on. But you're probably at that stage where there's a lot of people thinking, I'll start in the new year. Or Christmas is coming. Are you finding that at the moment?
I am indeed, yeah. I've got quite a few people sitting on the fence where they've said, at the minute I've got too many expenses to pay out for, so I'll join you in the new year. Which is brilliant, because in the new year, obviously, a lot more people will be signing up because they do the New Year's resolutions, and the whole new year, new me will start.
Oh, fantastic! So, what's the situation in terms of the people that you're going to train in the future? Is it all different levels? It's people that's been to the gym regularly, people that have not exercised in their life. What's your target?
Yeah, all levels are catered for, because again, I went to the gym a few years ago, and because I had no experience, I didn't know what I was doing. I found it a very, very daunting place. I sort of walked in and went, right, okay, now what do I do? And then you go over to the weight section, and obviously you've got the blokes and the women there that lift a lot, and you feel silly picking up your little weights. So I stayed away from the gyms, and then I did online training, which was brilliant because it didn't matter how unfit I was, nobody else was watching. So I think if you're a beginner, that could be the way to start, because then you're not self-conscious about how you're looking, if you're doing it right, if you're not keeping up with somebody. Do it in your lounge with proper guidance, and then gradually get fitter. And then you've got the people that are very, very fit, but they don't necessarily know what type of training that they want to do to reach their goals. So some people go all out and do cardio, which is all very, very well, but you do really need to mix it up a little bit and have a bit of strength training in there. You need to do your stretches properly, otherwise you're just going to cause injuries. So I can offer a whole variety depending on what your goals are, and B, what fitness level you're on.
Fantastic. Well, it's good that you can cater to all different people. And you're right, I suppose there are people watching this that haven't really trained for a long time or completely new to it, and they don't feel comfortable going to a boot camp yet, or they don't want to do join in a group. So it's one-on-one sessions that you offer as well as the
definitely, just between me and the client. And again, they're £20 a session, 1-to-1, But if you find that too much, what I'm doing at the moment is, if you wanted to bring a friend with you, you can pay £15 each, which will split the cost for you. But also, it's not just me and you. So you having your buddy there with you can also help boost your confidence.
Yeah.
And also, having a buddy as well is another brilliant way. If you wake up one morning and you think, I really can't be bothered today, you've not just got me texting you to confirm the appointment. You've got your buddy going, come on, we've got that late. We've got our personal training session at 12. So it's another avenue to keep you motivated as well.
It's important. It's motivation, isn't it? It's peer pressure, accountability, and some people need that.
Yeah, definitely.
But tell us a little bit, you were saying about the online Facebook group that you're doing.
Yeah, so I've got an online Facebook group, and that'll be pay weekly as well. It will be £6 a week to be in this exclusive Facebook group. And what you're getting now is you'll get a weekly timetable where there will be there'll be 6 workouts, and I will do them live on the group. But if you're at work and you can't make that time, it doesn't matter. You can watch them back at a time that suits you, which is another really good thing about the Facebook group, is that you can fit it in around your own lifestyle. You're not committed to joining me at a set time. So there'll be that, and obviously the more members we get in the group, it will become a very supportive group. And if you're having a bad day, post it in the group. If you're having a good day, post it in the group. We'll all be there to support each other. Yeah. And I'm not a nutritionist, so I can't give you recipes, but I can give you basic nutrition advice, and we can all share inspirational dinners and breakfasts and things as well, because it's very easy to get stuck in a rut. And sometimes just seeing what other people are eating is another way of saying, oh, I don't always have to have the sandwich, I can have that. Because my downfall was always breakfast. I got stuck in a rut and it was cereal or toast, but I quite like, fruit and yogurt now. I like me omelettes, poached eggs, tomatoes, mushrooms without the bread. And that's all just through researching, reading books, but also seeing other people's recipes as well.
Yeah, that's interesting, because you're right. I'm just as bad as that. Sometimes I don't have breakfast, which is
that was me. I used to skip that.
Yeah, or you just stick to the same kind of thing for convenience. But it's good to have ideas, and like you say, if it's a community, someone might share their breakfast or their lunch or their dinner, and maybe even share the ingredients and say, look, it's actually really easy. Some people, we're all busy with our jobs, whatever you're going to do, and you think, I want to have something that's not going to take too long, so if you can support each other in terms of, look, all you need to do is just get this, and this, that could work quite well. Absolutely. Not just the microwave.
Yeah, definitely. And also, like, batch cooking is another way of saving time as well. It saves time and it saves money. If you spend one day a week batch cooking, chuck it in the freezer, and in the morning grab a dinner out.
And there you go. Fantastic. So have you started your one-to-one sessions now, or is it something you're launching for the new year? Yes,
I've got a couple of clients. So I've got one lady who is basically me 3 years ago, very, very overweight. I was having heart palpitations. This lady's got it. And we're just doing general fitness. So we're going for a walk around her block, and we're doing some very, very low intensity cardio work back at her house. And obviously, as she gets better, we'll be able to tweak the program accordingly. And then she wants to tone up a little bit as well. So we're bringing some strength training in as well when she's able to do that. And then I've got another lady who she's very, very athletic. She's very fit, but she just wants a little bit more muscle definition. So again, we're doing a lot of strength training to highlight the definition of her muscles.
It's good to see the progress as well.
Yes, definitely. But, we do photos and we do measurements, but obviously they're not mine to share. So that's up to the individual clients if they're happy. But we do photos, we do measurements. We weigh on the scales as well, but talking from my own personal experience, I learned a very valuable lesson called body composition. So my doctor, even now, still says that I'm morbidly obese. So that's because he goes by the number that's on the scales. Now, if you look at my photos from 2 years ago to today, people think I've lost between 3 and 4 stone. I haven't. I've only lost a stone on the scales. But what I have done is I've burnt the fat and converted it into muscle. I've lost countless inches. I've gone down by 2 dress sizes. But that's just the outside appearance. I've now got a stronger heart. I'm sleeping better. I've got more energy. I'm happier. I'm confident. But when you go to the doctors, especially, and you stand on the scales and he still says to me, you're still overweight, you still need to lose weight. I showed him my photos and he wasn't having it. So the lesson I want to drum into some of my clients as well is don't get fixated on what the scales say. Do the pictures and do the measurements and think about how you're feeling inside to how you used to feel inside, because that's the biggest lesson that I've learned.
Exactly. It's your internal body, isn't it, as well?
Yes.
It's everything, like you say, your heart's better, you feel better as well. You can notice that if you've lost weight, etc. So, yeah. And you're right, if you're burning fat or you're building muscle, well, muscle weighs more than fat, doesn't it? So yeah. it's gonna average out on the scales. So it's just trying to find that balance, really. So it's good for people that are thinking of contacting you, but they're a little bit shy, they're not sure, they're busy people. What would you say to people that want to do it, but they haven't got the confidence? What, if they're watching this, what would your advice be?
Again, talking from experience. So 2 years ago, I didn't have the confidence, but I hit a point, not medically, but personally, just with my heart palpitations, I was always tired. And I sat there one day and I thought, I've got to do something. And if you're already at that point where you know you've got to do something, but you don't feel like you're ready, or you're just at a complete loss as to where to start, why not get in touch? Because I offer a free consultation. So what we can do is we can just sit down, or even over the phone or on Zoom, we can have a chat, just find out where you are. I can offer you some advice. And then from there, you might realize that actually it doesn't have to be scary and it doesn't have to be high intensity, because even a low workout done at your level will bring you results, and we can go at your pace. Yeah. So you haven't got to think, oh, when I contact this lady, she's going to be like an army sergeant and tell me to do this, this and this. We sit down together and we create a plan based on what you're ready to do and what you want to achieve. And then as your confidence grows and you realize, oh, actually, that wasn't too bad, she didn't kill me off or anything, I can go back for another session, and then gradually that confidence will come.
But before we finish this, actually, obviously you're self-employed. There's a lot of people that are business owners that will come on this podcast. There's a lot of people that are thinking about, becoming self-employed. How long have you been self-employed now? Obviously, you was a cleaner before. So is it sort of quite a while?
Yeah, about 4 years now.
4 years, yeah. Would you say you never look back?
Yeah, I couldn't work for a boss now. I'd find that very, very hard because, again, I'm a single parent. So for me, it works really well, because if Litland's got something going on at school, I'm able to tweak my work day accordingly. I can phone my clients up. Even when I was cleaning, I could phone them up and say, I can't work Thursday morning. Can I fit you in on a Tuesday? And the same goes for this as well. You can block days out. You can have a holiday when you need it. And it just offers flexibility. Definitely do it if you're considering it. Yes, it's hard work to get it up and running, because obviously it's not a reliable income source from day one. But if you do it properly and you work at it, it definitely pays off.
That's what I was going to ask you, actually. Yeah, you've kind of answered it, really. Is for self-employed people that are going to do it, what advice would you give them? But would you say it's just kind of keep working hard, get as much
work hard, put your name out there, do your market research? I mean, obviously every business is different, but find your client base, do your market research, get the foundations done behind the scenes, because if you get everything in place from the start, the rest of it will naturally follow. But it is just perseverance, and you will get a lot of no's, but statistically speaking, let's say every 10 no's gets you a yes. So that's fine. You go through all the no's and you know in the end you'll get a yes. And then with that yes comes recommendations, no matter what you do. If you do it well, then that person will recommend you to their friend or to their colleagues, and that's how you'll grow your business.
Great advice. Well, Sarah, so if people want to get in contact, how do they do that?
Okay, so there's 2 ways that you can get in contact with me, which are my main 2 ways, and that's my mobile number, which is 077 16898 341, and then the free Facebook group that anyone can join is Sarah's Lifestyle Fitness. Each of those words have got a capital letter, and just to help you find me a little bit, my logo is a lady holding a dumbbell and the writing is in pink, just so that it makes it easier for you to find me.
Fantastic. We should find you. Absolutely. Well, wish you the very best of luck, Sarah, with your business. And yeah, if anyone's interested, definitely get in contact with Sarah. Take care.
Thank you very much.